before COVID happened, I had 325 hours, and I got hired by an essential air service company to fly Cessna Caravans. During COVID, I built 1,300 hours at that company and was one of the first to get hired at a regional airline when they started hiring off the street post-COVID. How to do this? Well, I got lucky. But I do believe that luck favors the prepared, and so I want to share with you guys some of the things that I did to prepare myself for these opportunities. That way you can also prepare yourself for the same opportunities when they come your way. But before I do that, I want to ask two favors of you. First of all, there's a link in the video description here that will take you to a scholarship application that I put in to get a scholarship to get my CFI certificate. I would like to get that certificate in order to help other people who are coming behind me and help them with their training. If you click on that link and like the scholarship, that puts me one step closer to winning this scholarship. So I would really appreciate if you do that. And then while you're down there, just click the subscribe button. That motivates me to make these videos, and again, I would really appreciate that. So with those things out of the way, here's what I did in order to get hired at these jobs. The first thing is, I think, the most important, and that is networking. I believe your network is your net worth. So network with people, get to know other people in the industry. This is a small industry, so if you know people, it can get you a lot of places. Good chances your friends who are pilots have friends who are hiring managers, and they can help you to get a job. So make friends with people who are in the industry, definitely professional pilots, but even pilots who are not professional pilots, they may have connections that can help you to get a job. Go to things like fly-ins, AOPA events, all kinds of different events that you can go to meet people, and also just shaking hands at the airport. One of my friends got a job because there was this guy sitting around his FBO a lot. He got to know the guy, and one day when someone flew in, this guy asked them if they need more pilots, and when they said yes, he introduced them to my friend, and they gave him a job, all because he became friends with this one guy who happened to be sitting around the FBO a lot. That is also the main thing that got me my first job, because I was part of a flying club, and this company had hired some other people out of this club already, and one of them got me in contact with the hiring manager, and she hired me. Secondly, don't just apply. Do more than applying for these jobs. These companies get hundreds of applications, some of them even thousands of applications every month, and it's just numbers on a page, and they pick the first couple that come in that meet their requirements and hire them. But you can do more than that. If you can find a phone number or an email address, reach out to them that way. Look them up on LinkedIn. Find other ways to get in contact with them. Another story from a friend of mine, he lived close to a company that he wanted to work for. So he sent his application in, and then the next day he walked in their front door and asked to talk to the chief pilot. The chief pilot was floored because this guy had come in and talked to him. He had never seen that before. Now, my friend did not even meet their minimum requirements that they were looking for, but the chief pilot hired him that same day simply because he walked through the door. My third tip is to make sure your resume is proper. There's a specific layout that you should use for your resume. So find that layout and follow it. There's templates online. I can maybe post a link down below if I remember to do a good template for how your resume should look. And then, remember those friends I told you about in part one? Yeah, get them to critique that resume for you. They will find something, guaranteed. They found lots of things on mine, and they helped me to critique it, which probably helped me to stand out a little bit just because everything was so perfect in my resume. And once again, that's not because of me, that's because my friends critiqued it for me. So definitely do those two things with your resume. And fourth is to have a good cover letter. That cover letter should include some things about the company, so you're going to have to research the company that you're applying to a little bit. Find out a little bit about them and tell them why you want to work there. Have a good reason for why you want to work for that company that doesn't apply to every company in aviation. Now, I'll be honest, I took both of my jobs because they were the first jobs that came down the line to me, and I just wanted the next step as soon as possible. So that was my main reason for doing it. But for both of those companies, I had another reason that I told them in the interview that I wanted to work for them. They had something that they offered me that other companies did not. And that was what I told them was why I want to work for them. So find something like that, some reason that that company stands out to you as a good company to work for, and include that in your cover letter and tell them that in the interview. that's why you want to work for their company versus the other companies out there. I am really excited to see the aviation industry coming back, and I'm super excited to be taking the next step in my career, and I hope that these tips will help you as you look for the next step in your career. Thanks a lot for watching. I would really appreciate if you click right here and subscribe to my channel, and click this video or this video to watch some of my other stuff. It really helps my channel out.